All right, everybody, welcome back to another segment of Rubbin' Dirt. Today we've got 81 Speedway out of Kansas, so a little bit closer to where I'm at. Just let me know a little bit about the track and how it came to be.
Well, the 81 Speedway's been there for probably 50 years. I had raced there when I was racing a lot. And when JR and Katie Sartain decided that they wanted to build a racetrack or in the Wichita area, they got in contact with me about, running the racetrack, being the GM. And we looked at some options of stuff that was land that was available, and tried to put a couple deals together. We'd actually looked at the dog track there at 81 and converting it, or at Wichita, and converting it to a dirt track for cars, and wasn't real feasible. So we ended up making a deal with C. Ray Hall and his family, and got it bought in December of 2019, and that's when FOE Enterprises took over, and we've been promoting races there, and cleaning, doing some improvements around the facility, and kind of getting it up to the spec that we were looking for.
So now, what is your role exactly there at 81?
Well, I'm the general manager, and that I do a lot of promotions. I do a little bit of the marketing, and I do about everything else that needs to be done. If we got to work on track prep or plumbing or whatever, I mean, we're all a big team there, and everybody just jumps in and works on the projects and gets them done. But I guess you'd say I'm the promoter and kind of the manager of the operation, and JR and Katie, they are the owners of the operation. And, they are very active, though. It's not like they're their owners that don't ever come around. They're out there every week working right beside the rest of us.
Of course, can't have a track really without good people like that behind it.
You got to have a lot of good people to make these deals work. I run Humboldt Speedway in Humboldt, Kansas also, and same ownership group, and we've got a good group at each racetrack that keeps everything moving. And without that, man, it would be a miserable job for sure.
Oh, definitely. Now, as far as 81 goes out there, what kind of sanctioned bodies do you guys have that run out there?
Well, we sanction weekly with our USRA modifieds, USRA B mods, and then we have specials that come in. We have ASCS sprint cars, World of Outlaw late models, World of Outlaw sprint cars for 2023. We have the Sooner Late Model Series out of Oklahoma that comes up. I mean, we have a lot of special events. But our weekly stuff is USRA modifieds and B mods. We don't sanction our stock cars or our super stocks. They're just our rules.
All right. Well, certainly it sounds like with I don't know if you've heard, but iRacing does a lot of stuff, and they just released out the World of Outlaws iRacing features. And so if you guys do, I guess since you guys do have the World of Outlaws late models that come out there, your guys' track potentially is out there for people to learn how to get a better feel for it.
Yeah, that's exciting. We had the World Outlaw late models there for the first time this year in October. It was very successful, and we're putting together a 2-day event for June 22nd, 23rd of 2023, and it will have a 30,000 win on a Saturday night.
Oh my lord, that was a big prize pot there.
Yeah.
Might get some other people interested in trying to run out there.
Oh yeah, I hope so. we had our car counts for the first night was at Humboldt Speedway, our sister track, and we had 39 there this year, and we had 34 at 81, I believe, late models. So we had good car counts at both events, and they really put on a good show.
I do enjoy modifieds and late model racing, so I have no doubt about that. Especially when you get a big name like the World of Outlaws. So hopefully this does good for both you and I now hearing that.
Yeah, it should be good.
I've actually reached out to a couple World of Outlaws teams and tried to get some interviews out there with them. So
awesome.
Hopefully we hear back soon from them. But that's awesome to hear. You know, that's obviously one of the premier, if not the top tier kind of promotion for dirt track racing out there. So that's definitely something special to get to come out to you guys. Now, when you look at your track, and obviously you got a couple hometown drivers that come out there, or really they choose to come out there because it's got the best racing for them. Would you say there's anybody out there that stands out in particular as, say, your biggest competitors?
Oh, yeah. I mean, we've got a lot of tough weekly competitors in our USRA Modified Series, but, you know, we have some USMTS regulars that drop in, like Tanner Mullins. He'll drop in and race. Tyler Davis is he races with us quite a bit at both tracks, and he ended up winning the USRA National Championship this year. And there's just a bunch of other guys that drop in and race with us that run USMTS or high up in the USRA points. Dylan McCowan was there several times this year. So every Saturday night or every Friday night, you know, it really is a heck of a show. And I don't know how the numbers shook out this year, but I know in 2021 we had the highest car count for USRA Modifieds in the country, highest average car count.
Well, it's funny that you named Tyler and Dylan, because those are two drivers that I did reach out to that I've attempted to get a hold of, so hopefully I can get them on here too and kind of hear a little bit more about the track and their racing experiences.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a little, now when it comes to the modifieds, I will say this, I am a little biased because person I like to support personally, just because coming from my hometown is the Hibner crew. So Tyler Hibner, obviously.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
Obviously,
his dad.
Obviously, I'm a little biased towards it, so.
Yeah.
But no, the points, they seem to have been between Dylan and Tyler. They ran really good this year, looking at maybe like a 40-point difference.
Yeah.
Or even a little less, I think.
I came right down to the last weekend, I believe.
Oh, yeah. I've followed these guys for a while now, and they've always put on a strong showing. But it's always great to, you know, hear that even though they finish close all the time, and now that I know a little bit more about where they like to run, so hopefully I can try to catch them eventually running out there.
Yeah, hopefully you can make it down sometime, and maybe the Hibners can come down and race. I know they've been down this part before, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, when we look at your guys' track supporters and sponsors, is there any big main supporters or sponsors that are out there that kind of stick out more than the rest of them?
Oh, man, we've got a lot of great advertisers at 81 Speedway, and, you know, every one of them makes it happen on Saturday night. So, I mean, we don't have like a sponsor that is the main sponsor of the facility or anything like that. We just have a lot of good people that help us get up, you know, get the shows together and stuff. I could list off, I bet there's 30 of them that, you know, we couldn't do it without them. But nobody that really stands out, that is, like a facility sponsor or anything like that.
Now, what is something that makes 81, in your opinion, special, more considered towards the other tracks that are out there?
Uh, I think that it puts on really good races. When we bought it in 2019, we put a wall around it and catch fence, and it hadn't had that before, and that really made it where it'll build a cushion. And we've got a crew. A lot of them are volunteers that work at our track, and they just put the hours in so that the racing is good every week. They put the hours in on the track prep and on the facility and making sure that everything's working and it's clean. And I think that's the difference. And we've got good announcers, and it's just a really good environment to be in. A lot of fun.
Now, looking at all of that, and obviously you've got a bunch of big names that come out there now. Is there any particular car class that doesn't yet run out there that you would like to see here in the future be brought out to 81?
I would like to see like USAC midgets maybe. I talked to them a little bit last year, and we really couldn't get a good date and stuff put together. But in the future, I think that's something that the fans would like to see. The Wichita fans tend to like the open wheel cars, the sprint cars, and we run wingless sprint cars. We run 305s, 410s. So I mean, we try to give them what they're wanting. Like I said, we have a lot of specials, a lot of different types of sanctioning bodies and races going on, so that it keeps it interesting.
Now, moving up, I know this year just ended for a lot of tracks. You know, looking at next year on it, is there anything special really that you feel is coming up on that list of things that you already have worked out scheduling that you'd like to kind of promote a little early?
Oh yeah, April 8th, we've got the World Outlaw Sprint Cars. It'll be the Jason Johnson Classic. It's a memorial for our lost racer Jason Johnson, and that's going to be a heck of a show. It's World Outlaw sanctioned. It's 20,000 to win, one night show. It's going to be a real big one. And then June 22nd, 23rd, we're going to have a 2-day World Outlaw late model race. And like I said, it pays 30,000 to win on Saturday night. So we're already getting ready to start promoting that stuff, and hope everybody can make it out.
Oh, obviously that'd be a great time and a great showing. Now, apologize, my dog is attempting to bark at something that she thinks she needs to go after.
No problem.
Now, last question I have possibly for you is it's a very loaded question for a lot of people. Possibly the one that I have the most loaded for everybody, just because it means something different to everyone else out there. Is what does racing mean the most to you in 81 out there?
Well, all my career as a driver and stuff, I love the competition and being able to build a car that would outdo somebody else's, and I could outmaneuver it. And I look at the promotion side of it the same way. I mean, I want to put on a good show every night. I want the fan to leave happy and the racer to leave happy, because it's a partnership between the tracks and the fans and the racers, and everybody's got to get something out of it that they want so that we can continue to keep going. So, I mean, I think that biggest thrill right now as a promoter is when we have a race that goes off really well, and when nobody's sitting down at the end of it. They're all up cheering, and the racers are happy, and it was a good night. So that's what we strive for every night. We try to make it fan friendly, where people want to be at our facility. Where we're real hard to have good facilities and clean place for them to come, and we have really good staff and friendly people, and I'm just really proud of that.
And I know my questions, they're not so much geared towards maybe the best questions for track promoters and track general managers or owners, uh, but it's a learning curve here.
Yeah.
But is there anything else you would like to say before we go? I know this has been an extremely short interview, but is there anything else out there that you could have possibly forgotten that you would like to
Oh,
say?
I'm
Or
sure there is. I mean, we will continue to have our USMTS spectacular races, and just try to keep doing what we're doing. And the main thing is want to invite everybody out to check out the improvements that we're doing. And if you can't catch us live, you can generally catch us on Racing Dirt. They do our weekly shows and our specials, most of them. Some of the series is when they come in, they have their own streaming, like Dirt on Dirt for the outlaw stuff. And just check us out, and hopefully you'll want to come out and give us a try, and you'll have a good experience.
oh, certainly, I'll have to definitely try to come out that time sometime soon. See you guys, and maybe see you guys in person, and see how things are out there.
Yeah, I'd like it. I'd like to
I've
meet you.
I've never
Welcome anytime.
personally I've never personally been out to 81. I've kind of tried to stay a little more local, just not wanting to travel a whole lot for my racing thrill on the weekend to go watch them race.
Yeah.
But I thank you for your time, and on behalf of us here at Rubbin' Dirt and our partnership with Dubby, uh, thank you for everything that you do for dirt track racing and bringing the best promotions you possibly can out here.
All right. Well, thank you. Appreciate everything you're doing to help promote us.
Anytime, look forward to hearing from you in the future.
All right. Thanks, Dylan.
Thank you.